Well, underneath all this madness, I have two pork steaks that have the bone in, and I cubed them into quarters. And on top of here, I got 2 layers of noodles, and I put diced tomatoes in, and I put this Biscay, whatever the hell that is. It looked like kind of like chunky tomato soup. That went in. What the hell? I singed the pork steaks underneath that in olive oil and got a good singe on them. And they're not cooked all the way through, but they will be. The noodles I added were about half done because this is going to simmer. It's 3:30 now. It's till about 7 or so later tonight when I eat. So I'm going to cover this back up. Oh, as far as spices, I put in this, of course. I put this chili Chugwater. If you're ever in Chugwater, Wyoming, I don't know why you would be, but if you're ever out that way, this is good. And just to mix it up, I put a tablespoon or so of this hot mustard that you get at the Chinese restaurant, and if it goes up the wrong passage in your nose, you don't see for about a minute, you're blind. That stuff. And then Lowry's, and then this stuff I like. And then I like this Tuscan herb seasoning. I try not to let my friends know I use this because they're going to call me names. And I don't care. And a little salt, of course. And then when it's all done, if it needs it, I've got this, like I showed you, if you can get your hands on this, it's hard to find. This A1 Bold and Spicy. They used to make A1 Bold, and they quit making it. And I happened to cross this on an Air Force base in New Mexico because I'm a retired military. I can get onto their bases and go to the commissary. And sometimes they've got food you don't see in the regular market. So I bought a case of this. If you can get a hold of this shit, you won't disappoint if you like your Zeused up steak sauce. But anyway, I'll let this simmer for a while. I'm going to cover it back up with the tinfoil. I'm not going to show you that because it's kind of like watching a train wreck, especially trying to do it with one hand. But we'll check in on it later. We'll let that simmer a little bit. It's a little hard to stir. I don't know if I'm going to be able to flip the meat over. So I singed it good on one side, and then the other side wasn't singed as much, and that's the side I've got down. So I'm hoping it all comes together, but it looks pretty darn good, and I tell you, it even smells better. Oh, tech tip quick. You know these meat, the styrofoam stuff your meat comes in, like both the pork steaks came in that, and they got the little pad like that goes on there. And hell, I took this, cleaned it up with some hot water, and when I was slicing up my fixins, the peppers and the onion, there's a whole onion in there too, I just put all that shit in here. I mean, it was a good place to throw the fixins off the cutting board. And I just went and I dumped, I mean, I'm going to keep it till it breaks. Hell, I'm not out anything. But we'll see how this turns out. If anything, it might be a little too hot, but we can deal with that. I'm out.